Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawah Shai, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawah Shai, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the ALAHHYAM out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And I'm coming back at you again this evening, talking about the topic of black power. And black power does not work, because just the name in itself, black power has no power. Number one, black is not a nationality, but a label that was put on us by the so-called white man. So how can you have power, that the label that was put on by your natural born enemy? That's mistake number one. It's just another color in the crayon box. Nobody that is so-called Negro is really black as a pair of sneakers that you buy at your local foot sales place, or swap meet, or wherever you buy your shoes from. Just like white, nobody, I rarely have seen anybody that is basically the color of a piece of paper. Some people, are darn near close to it, but still, it's just a metaphor. But going back into black power, it does not work, and it never has worked. We are not going to rise up against this devil, or this so-called white man who is biblically known as Edom. You're not going to overthrow him with sticks and stones and bullets and grenades and stuff, because that's his blessing. That was given to him by the Most High, YAHAWAH Yahawah Shai, as a blessing to conquer, rape, rob, and murder like he has. He's a sword of the Most High. Even though he is our enemy, he serves out a purpose for the Most High to use him all throughout the earth as a sword, as a form of punishment for wickedness, even though he himself is wicked. True enough. But you got to understand, you're not going to be able to whoop this man who specializes in building weapons of destruction. Atomic bombs, thermonuclear weaponry, lasers, all kinds of stuff that we haven't even seen yet. We could speculate that he has it, and he probably does, and more. But like I said, this is his blessing. This is what this man does. He's a architect. And what else? Whatever word I'm looking for. He's an architect and an artist of death. That's what he specializes in. So how are you going to destroy a specialist? Now, take for granted, the Most High did take our power away from us as a nation. So the Most High has our power. He took our power away from us. If you guys have ever seen the Thor movies, you remember when Thor was cocky and arrogant and, kind of reckless in his decisions. He was just wanting to war and kind of being young and take everything. Well, there's a time and place for that. But at the same time, he was trying to develop and mentally and physically into a king. And you can't do that by just living in the emotion realm. You gotta also be a good decision maker, and also bring your flesh under subjection, so you don't make stupid and compulsive decisions that can cost you and your kingdom. And see, that's what Israel was doing. We did the same thing as Thor did, and as a result of that, Odin punished him. Now we know these are, make-believe characters, and this gets into this Greco-Roman mythology, but I'm just using this as an example. So Odin, he took his power away from him, took his battle, his hammer away from him, and made him basically, live a human life on Earth for a while. And until he could develop mentally, along with the strength that he had, then he was given his power back, and he became a far greater thinker, intellectual, and then the strength, everything came together to make him, a worthy leader. So, Israel's going through the same thing. Yahawah wa Yahawah. He took our power away from us, man, and now we're living as slaves, under our greatest enemy. We're at this man's mercy. He can kill you at any time and, sell your body parts and, eat you or, molest you or rape you or whatever. It's almost like he's got full impunity, and he does it, with no regard, no mercy. But like I said, black power does not work. It just does not work. The Most High is not backing that. You're not going to whoop this man in your own strength. And we can go through history. Historically, it's been proven. I mean, with the Muslim, the Malcolm X, era when we was, calling the, Esau out on his devilment and the way he was treating our people. I mean, Marcus Garvey, Huey Newton and the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, he tried to do it with love. It didn't work. It's not going to work. You're not going to love this dragon. You're not going to out-battle this dragon because the Most High has him set up. The only thing you can do is try to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability and pray for the Most High's protection and pray that you're part of the elect and patiently wait, like it says in Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. What does it say? Patience and faith. You got to have faith and patience both. And do what you can to push this truth out. So that's the only thing that we are required to do. The scripture says, if you can live peaceably, with your enemy, do so, man. Try to live in peace as much as you can. Don't go out here and learn the truth, and harass your next door neighbors and put your garments on, calling them devils and heathens and, starting a whole bunch of trouble. And then the police at your door, every other day. So you don't want to do that. It's just, but you got to wait patiently with faith. That's the only way you're going to bring our enemy down. It's not going to be by any type of physical means. It's been tried over and over and it's failed. And even here as of lately, this Black Lives Matter movement, even this young woman who was kind of a, that's going off right there. You got a woman leading your group, a bunch of feminists and lesbians and crooks with shady backgrounds. Anytime you got a movement like that, it's destined to fail. That woman was getting on, Facebook and, the YouTube making threats to the police, and before you know it, her resistance, her movement, she got locked up, man. She got put in jail. So where did that get her? Her movement, crashed right before her eyes. So that's just further evidence, man. You're not going to whoop Esau with his blessing. And the only time that's going to happen when Yahawah wa Yahawah gives us the power and to do so. And he's going to be leading this thing. Yahawah is going to be leading. Because guess what? He's going to join in the fun too. He was humiliated and beat by the Roman Empire, these Edomites. So it's going to be the big payback, like James Brown said. He's going to be leading the fun. And like the scripture says, Ezekiel, his garments are going to be soaked in blood, man. Like the scripture says, the saints' feet, we're going to wash our feet in blood, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth the wait. And so I'm getting ready to close out. I just wanted to put that, black power is not going to work, man. It hasn't worked and it will not work. The Most High is not backing that. And with that being said, Shalom.